Hi everyone, this is Vicky and I have been working on a project this past week. I thought I was going to be done for Saturday morning makes, but I didn't get to it due to family visits. So I finally got them all done, ready to share with you. And that is these little notebooks. I think I showed these before and said I was going to work on these little notebooks. And they are all from Dollar Tree. And I think they came out really cute. So I did this one really simple a long time ago, but that's what reminded me of maybe making these for a few gifts. So these are the notebooks. And typically they come in 5 in a pack like this. And it comes, like this. So they usually come in 5 packs. And then I just tear these off with the cardboard underneath, okay? And so I had these, the leftover ones from many years ago. And so I went to go get new ones, and I only found this one pad at one Dollar Tree. I didn't go to other ones to find these, but now they have the larger pieces of paper and only 3. So you can only make 3 of those ones instead of this little one. It's good for, if it's thicker, because then you can use it for a longer period of time. You can also replace the pad in there also. But let me just show you what kind of things you can do with these. So this is one I made it must be 8 years ago, because my granddaughter's 8. This is for her shower, her baby shower when she was not born yet. But my daughter did this part of this, my older daughter. This is for my younger daughter's first baby. And so it's a little Japanese girl. So I thought that was so cute. And so she did this part. And she saw that I made these notebooks. So for a favor for the participants, we made these. And then I put there was hair ribbons. That's what these are, and it's elastic. So I just put that around the outside. You'll see I have cellophane bags from Daiso. And then she printed up these tags, and I just assembled it all. We put little tiny pearls on these, and then there's a little gem here. But we've done that often for a lot of different kinds of little gifts. And so these are the kinds of things that we usually get at Hobby Lobby. We get these kinds of little tiny ones that separate. And then there's these little pearl looking ones. And then these are they're called Crystazzi. I have a lot of different kinds of little embellishments, and so I still have some of these. So that's what we did, and I think this came out really cute. You can make them as themes, or you can just make them, you can even use a Christmas theme, but I don't know if I'll get to it for Christmas, but yeah. You can do it for Christmas. Use Christmas papers and all your embellishments and stamps and stuff, and you can make a lot of cool stuff. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I used. I used this paper because I love this paper. It's Boho Garden by Sweet Miss Daisy Designs, Anna Wight. And I get this on Etsy. And these are true to size, these examples. I use this one also. This is the one I use with the scarecrow. Scarecrow. Well, they're crows. They're scary sometimes. Not the scarecrow. to scare the crows away, but the actual crows, I made a stamp. I use this stamp. And then, so I like this paper also. I had made some little things out of this little girl. I think I put one on there as well as a theme. And then I think I used this one. And then for the dies, this is the scarecrow, I keep saying that. This is the crow die that I used with this for the theme of that one notepad. And then I did use, I don't know where I got these, but I did use one of these. This comes out really pretty, this design. And these are from Stampin' Up, right? Stampin' Up. So I used some of these circles. And then this, I found this in my Christmas stash, okay? And this is the embossing folder that I used. I showed it last time. And I love this embossing folder. This is the pattern. So pretty. And I thought it was called Sheen, which is China. So made in China, I guess. Because I found this, and this was a big Sizzix one I got at the, the big Sizzix sale, tent sale kind of thing, because I live near Sizzix. And they haven't had one in years. They need to have another one. Not that we need more stuff, but anyway, this is called Nordic Flowers, this one here. Really cute. I love it. And then this came with this one. I love this one too. So it comes out like that, or this. Embossed and debossed. Either way. So that is the embossing folder I used that I wanted to correct also. Correct my mistake. So that is the other one I used was this one, Notes stamp. That I don't know where I got this, but here's the information. And it's I love that one to make notepads. And then I did use this Stampin' Up. I used this only, but I love to use this one. I like that. So, and yeah, I bought it new and hardly used it, or maybe that's the first time I used it. These are the bags I used. The note cards are 5 by 3.5 across. So this is the one that I use. This is the Daiso one. So it's in Japanese. They don't change it for us. But it's called on the top. I thought it was called A7. No, I don't know. It doesn't say on this one. Oh, here it is. Big, bold letters. A6. For those of you who know the sizing like that for envelopes and such. Okay, so I think those are the things I used, other than maybe the inks, if you want to know. The Vintage Sepia, the VersaFine, and the Archival, if I use this black. That's usually what I use. The other one might be this smoky gray VersaFine. So, and then watercolor. I think I did some watercolor. So first up are going to be the crows, not the scarecrow, but the crows. So I did do this one. It's so cute with the sunflowers, and the sunflowers in the background here are the crows. And then this is some old crow kind of looking lace that I have. It's probably been tea dyed, coffee dyed. And then I have this color of, it's kind of a orangey color. I think in the camera it's not coming out orangey, it looks yellow. but it is orangey, matches this colored sunflower. And this is the back I used, which is the same paper line. So it came out cute. I like it. And then I did a little watercoloring, and I used Anna Wight's, let's see, I hope it's this one, yeah. So I did use these little, it comes out like this. And then this little guy is indifferent, I guess, for the group. And it's a little one here. So she gives all of these different kinds of things you can use, which I love, love. So I put that on there, and there's still a little area to write on. Looks kind of like distressed. And then I have flopped over this way on this one. And you can see how I made it. You push this one, and this has a little, then this is the 5 by 3.5 piece. So that one, and another little chicken. So I made this one. This is part of the tea bag, this little stuff here, which looks like could be straw for the chicken nest. So I used the same paper like that, but I folded it over on the back, you can see here. And then this will be the 5 by 3.5, just glued onto the baseboard here. So I did put a little tiny bit of lace on the bottom. And I think what happened was I kind of got it folded over short, so this little bit was showing. So I put this in the back here. And it comes out really pretty, actually, when you open it up, right? This is cute. So I have this. And so you can see how there's a lot of different things. Every one of these that I made are different. So you get an idea of what stuff you can use. So here I have, I had some of this paper. It's a stack. I haven't really used it. It had different kinds of, and then has the, I think it's plastic on the back or something to hold it together. So it's like paper. Okay, so I had just brought one of these downstairs just in case I could use it on something, and I actually did. I cut this, and then I used that that stamp I just showed you that is Stampin' Up, and I colored it with watercolors. I hand cut these out, fussy cut. Yeah, so that's what this one, and put a little twine. There's a little bit of kind of lacy, it's not lace, it's trim. And I love how that looks with the two-tone. It's really cute. So that is that. And then we've got another one. This is a stamp I have. I thought I brought it down. Maybe I couldn't find it. Okay. Well, it's just one of those little stamps that I probably got at Michael's a long time ago. And I use it, I don't use it a lot, but compared to how many stamps I have that I haven't used, this is more often what I used. And yeah, so I watercolored that, backed it with a little embossing. I had a piece of embossing paper that I had done, so I just cut that out for a little bit of texture. Backed it with this. I think this is so cute with a little, you know, stitching around the edge. And I just had this to make chenille kind of ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby. I just put that on here. It looks a little raggedy, so I thought I'd put that on here. Little lace trim here. And then on the back, it's just this plain. So this one has blue paper. I happen to have blue. Looks really cute, and that little shows on there. So that one. And then this is Anna's little flower I showed you. And I did watercolor on there. And then I used Anna's circle dies too. I have her circle dies. That's from Impression Obsession, and which is no longer in business. But I use this lace that has double-sided, and I cut it in half. I often do that with some things, and it comes out really pretty on the edges. Glue it with Fabri-Tac. And then there's a little piece that came off of here. So it happened to look like a little ribbon. So I thought I trim it here, and then lace with some raggedy cut same paper. That is not on the back. I used a different paper, I guess. So, and it's just really fun to make these. Love it. Then change it up, and I did one of these. Oh, I love it. It came out so cute, and almost you don't want to use it. But it's really cute. I did my patchwork and my embossing, and I made it into a little quilt. Put a little yarn here, thin yarn. This is part of the sewing I did on here. Zigzag and straight stitch. Not so straight here. And this is Tim Holt's little booklet. I took these things out. I couldn't decide if I wanted to put Generations or Remembrance, so I put both of them. They're not committed here. They're just using the sticker that was on the back. So I'll decide if I want to change it. This is the embossing folder that I showed you earlier, and it comes out looking like this. So you don't really see the embossing. So what I did was I used my little fine file, and I rubbed it on, and it releases some of the paper, and you get that worn look. It's so pretty. You could see the embossing a little bit more. Just as when quilts, they make little designs, sewing designs on their quilts, just like that, sort of. And so I thought what I'd do is show you what happens when you do this. See that it takes a little bit off of the, I have to do it this way because cameras. So look at the difference here. See the difference between this and this? Yeah, so it makes a difference. So that is what I did with that. And on the back, surprise, I did it on the back. It's so pretty. And the base paper on the front is this one, which really lends towards this paper because of the taupe here in the paper. So it looks all the papers that Anna has, on her paper pads, they all are coordinating. They are all, they go together really well so that you can use them, the whole pad all together. So I really like that, how she does that. And so that was that one here. And these are all of this one book. Was it Soho or Boho? Boho Garden, yeah. This is all from the same pack, these. So this is the larger print, which is right here. And so I really like that. It's this bold, right? And I took this, I took a piece of the paper, 2 pieces, layered them, and even the little blessing word from the Tim Holtz thing. And I just sewed it together on this little muslin piece and separate from this. And then I glued it on with Fabri-Tac. And this is also the muslin. And I just stuck a bunch of frayed, This is actually left over from on the table. You have little pieces of cut off threads. So I stuck it on there behind, and then put the muslin, and then I put the little tiny flower, which is, I think it was a Prima trim, a long trim. So that's what that one looks like. And on the back, I have the big print with this paper. I have this orange color paper inside, which goes perfectly with this. And so that's what that one looks like. And finally, with this paper, I did this one. This was my favorite little paper doll that I made. And it goes perfectly on her paper, right? So I put that on, and I backed it with, I cut this just to have it stand out a little bit more from the paper, rather than cover up the lot of the paper. And then this is the little stamp that she has. I didn't bring it out, but she has a stamp that has these little stamps on it. And the I put my button on here with some twine in the center, thick twine. And then I put a little on, this is on muslin with the threads, little lace trim. And this is the flap over on the top. Put a lace trim on the bottom. You can open it up and you have the lace trim showing with the paper showing. And on the back is plain, and it's all coordinating. Lastly, I'll show you what I did with the ones that were bought at Daiso. I tried to get some at Daiso, about the same size, but they were not the same size. I mean, they measure pretty much the same size, the 5 by 3.5. But look at all this paper. And it looks, it looks really nice. The cover also looks business-wise looking. And this one is plain. And I like this paper. It's nice and smooth and really nice paper. And so I did this with kind of the darker colors, because I could give this to, my son or some male looking. I mean, women like this too, but, the men are not going to like this. There's some, but not in my family. And then this is the other one that's part of this paper. It must be the other paper. Yeah, so this paper here, and I used this one here, coordinating. A lot of times I use the two across, because this is what's on the back, and they do coordinate also, but pretty much all of them coordinate, because on this one I did the green, and I did, let's see, the green here, and I used this distress. It's just because I like it. I like this. I wanted to use it with this green. And then I like this plaid. And it just, to me, it felt nice and, soft with this together. So those are the two I made with that. Yeah, so I think whatever you do, I just put this on here because I like it. Isn't that cute? And this is from Sue Crozier. She gave me this stamp from I.O. And I.O. is not in business anymore, but I love that. I just still do, I wanted to do this, make something out of this. And then I still have this panel that I haven't sewn. I did do a little sewing on this one, but I did a lot on this. I mean, I didn't do any on this, excuse me. It's early. So that's my share. Oh, look, I just did this on here, and I thought this brings it out so much. I love that. Yeah, so I'm like a what do you call that when squirrel goes, oh, squirrel. Yeah, so anyway, that's my share for today, and I really enjoyed making these. I'm not sure if I'm going to make any for Christmas, but maybe, so stay tuned. I have so many things I want to do, and I'm going to continue with my abstract kind of paintings and color theories and all that stuff. I'm still doing that on the sidelines because I didn't get very many people watching, so I decided just to keep it for myself. And then if anybody's interested, I will put it back on what I'm experimenting with, but otherwise I'll just keep it to myself and do these other cards and things. I'm going to start doing all the things for my daughters. They want some tags that have pockets for the gift cards. So I'm going to start making those out because I probably will end up making like 100 of those. It's really hard for me to make assembly line cards, but tags. But I'll probably switch them up and do, more than I don't know how many, but different kinds. So I will show you those when I'm starting making them, and I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.